Well, hey there, everybody, and welcome back. Look, you knew it was coming. I needed a reason to get this off my chest and talk about this game. I said it in the last video that the next time you'll see any Bomb Rush Cyberfunk thing, it's going to be because I either 100% it or just completed all the trophies. And let me tell you something, I did both. Yes, while working on stuff, other videos, this, that, and the third, I went ahead and completed the game because I wanted something to do in the downtime that I had. Now, granted, the other videos I have planned are just concepts, so this was something that would be more easy to flesh out, or rather just easier to flesh out. So, what I have to say is, I love all the post-game content they have in this game. From meeting brand new characters to securing new challenges, and even those characters having character specific challenges, whether it's just all dancing, whether it's tagging, whether it's scoring, whether it's just a blend of the three. You're just dancing, doing combos, and doing tags at the same time. It is quite the wild ride. And let me tell you something else. Some of these collectibles are extremely tedious to find. Now, be that as it may, I love this game so much that I had to go ahead and do it. I had to give it a go and try to look at the trophies, see what I needed to do, and go from there for that end of it, which I think I did the trophies after the gathering of everything. So I got all the characters, I got all the challenges done, and all of that before I finished the game's trophies, which sounds crazy, but there is one trophy that I felt was just kind of a little bit dumb, but I understand why they did it, because it's something that you could just trigger if you're just in the middle of a combo or just doing something around that area, and it's the pigeon one. It's just clearing pigeons. And I don't know why, but I felt like that was the most unfitting one, because you don't need to be in a combo. You don't need to. There's no special benefit to doing it. It's just kind of there. So, yeah. And the way you have to do it is you have to get rid of the pigeon, keep the camera fixed at an angle that you can see where they would spawn in at, and slowly move forward and then clear the rest. So while it is a challenge in that sense that you have to make sure the camera doesn't pan out of the way so that they do respawn, I still think that it's just something that maybe could have been replaced with something else, maybe like 100%ing the game instead, like getting all the collectibles, maybe all the outfits, or each of the skateboards, or each of the inline skates, or the BMX bikes. Certainly there could have been something else that it could have been placed there, but that's my only gripe with it. And it's not like it was difficult, I just felt like it didn't really mesh in with the rest of the game. But what I do wish that you were able to do, I wish you were able to go to the tomb and, secure all of that, which I showed in my previous video. I do wish there was more with that. I even tried going in there with DJ Cyber to see if the mask would initiate anything, and unfortunately it did not. So, that being said, what else was there to do in the post game? Well, I'm so glad you asked. We meet some incredulous characters along the way. Some I've already unlocked. I went through the trouble of doing that in the previous video, like Rise, and some we're going to take down now. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Alright, so as you saw in the previous cutscene, we had just met Rave. And so now I am over here dancing, waiting for the train to pass by, because part of her goal was tagging up the train, at least one section, to go ahead and unlock the next challenge. So right now, just waiting as the next train comes swinging by. I'm going to go ahead and get it all tagged out, and then we're going to jump into the next sequence. So The next sequence comes, and honestly, I wasn't sure what to expect, if it was going to be something to do with tagging again or what, but it's just a simple 50,000 point challenge, which I'm like, well, are you serious? I mean, that's a nothing burger, especially down here. I mean, you get a lot of points just off cornering alone. So I'm like, okay. And literally, it took no time. And I didn't even get to land my trick or keep comboing before the cutscene drives back in. And we're told that we have a really high, like, crew level. Like, we're just high level. And I'm like, okay, cool. So now for the last one, to really change it up for Rave, we have to race. And this race isn't just around the block, it isn't just one subsection, it isn't anything like that. This is a true race. You have to go from the streets to the underground bazaar. And I am so glad for that, because the first two challenges, I'm like, this is kind of easy. Like, this is nothing. And then it really picks up at this section. So I was really thrilled about that. And since we completed everything and all we had to do was tag things up to get 100% in Versum Hill, we recruit Rave, and that's it. We move on, because all I needed was some rep points, and I got it with all the tagging of the train. So now, in Millennium Square, there were some collectibles that I had to go pick up and get that I didn't notice on my multiple times of being here, and I'm not sure how, seeing as some of them were right in the open, and I feel plainly stupid for not seeing them beforehand, while some were hidden in things like vending machines. So those ones I didn't feel so stupid, but the ones out in the open, I mean, come on, man. So now we move on to the mall, and this CD here was the bane of my existence. I tried it for like 15 minutes, and I kept jumping too far, over jumping, under jumping, and doing everything but landing on the CD. But anyway, and this is where we meet another potential crew member, being Shine, and Shine likes to dance. So basically what you have to do is just match the style that she is dancing to, which more often than not she'll just tell you, and sometimes you'll have to guess. It's kind of just up in the air when that happens. Like the first one you have to guess, and then when we move to the second one she tells you. So obviously it's some sort of progression rate. You're supposed to, move as the story moves, and then she joins your crew. But we waited till post game because, I was looking for other things, not characters to join. And it just so happened that I saw one high rendered, and I'm like, oh, who are you? So now we have to meet for a third challenge. And so on the way, I pick up some collectibles that I missed my first time through this mall, because we had to scurry out of there. Remember, that's when Red was finding out exactly who he was. So now we meet again with Shine after she blew us off with a text message saying she can't make it. So now we have to match the dance once again. And, I really thought at first I was getting good at this. And then I stumbled here. I'm like, which one would it be? And I just took a guess, and it was wrong. So then I went to the other one. I'm like, okay, that's definitely what it was. Did the head bob and all that stuff. So now we have a fourth challenge. And I'm like, okay, what's she going to want? You just got to match the dance. She's pretty chill. It's a pretty chill battle. And I'm down for you, just showing that you can represent different styles of dance, and it's pretty cool, and another way to introduce a different type of character altogether. So I'm not upset in the slightest. Hey everybody, just quick sidebar here. About halfway through this video, well, after this point really, you're gonna notice that in some sections I may sound like complete ass. It's because I got completely sick out of nowhere, and I recorded this video in multiple interims, so yeah, that's why. But okay, let's get back into it. Alright, so the next area is Brink Terminal, And there was only a couple things that I really missed through here. So it really wasn't that much. The most time spent was finding out where those couple skates were, and this jump here, because oh my god, was it the bane of my existence. Like, I could not just reach it. It had to give me a pain, an obtuse pain in my ass. And we got some CDs that we got to find. And finally, we get our new character, Mesh. There's a couple things that we have to do before we get Mesh into the party. At first, it's a whole score battle, and he praises us, which is, I mean, it was easy. We're the bomb rush crew, so we got to do what we got to do. You know what I mean? Then the next time you see him, he drops his skateboard into the water. So we have to go to the control room, tag out the control room, which also does something very interesting. At first you'd think, well, maybe it'll shoot the skateboard up and that would be it, or something of that sort. But nope, you have a whole new area to explore, which means you can find the rest of the tags in there. I did not include them in this video because, I mean, they're obvious. They're right there. They're all right there. So you have to go over there, get the board, and finally Mesh says, it's enough. He says, it's all muddy. You can have it. I don't want it. I want inline skates. So that's fine. Mesh joins the crew, and we get a new skateboard. Actually, the last skateboard. Yeah, it is the last one. Then since I tagged everything out, just a little evasion sequence from the police, and I really thought it was dope looking because I just barely evaded everything, and it looked really sick, so I had to include it. And now we play as Mesh, get the last couple things that we needed, like the new tag that was on top of the bus, changed it to some Lakers clothes, like Lakers colors, and then I play as Rivenhold for a bit because I'm just trying to swap out character usage, get Red out for a little bit, get the last tag of the game, and the old head joins the crew, which was awesome. I do like one detail is the boombox is the boost pack. I thought that was really, really cool. And so now we're going to be moving on to Pyramid Island. There wasn't very much that I had to do here, but the little bit of things that I did have to do were kind of tedious, like getting that CD. You have to use a turret. That was kind of simple. That was just my fault for not getting it. And this right here, you have to walk off that tunnel. If you grind off of it, you're not making it. Then I decided to complete some trophies. You have to get everybody's custom tag around one area. The hideout is the easiest one. And if you go to this area in Versum Hill, you can get the nice trophy, which is just a 69-second manual. I got all the pictures of Polo, the penguin mascot, which I thought they were just there for whatever sake. I didn't think that they held any value, but here we are. And also, I got Funk Star, which is basically getting the maximum amount of wanted level, which it starts to get tricky after a while, so you really have to kind of plan your route and, figure out what you want to take out next. Like, the biggest thing is taking out the helicopters, and if you get there, the walking tank. I mean, you can evade a lot of the other ones, like the sniper and all that. You can evade all that. That's pretty easy. But now we get into the last area, Matan. And this one I had a few things missing. It wasn't too much. The first thing we do while in Matan is go ahead and take care of getting the new character, Coil. Finally, we can get this character into our party. As you remember, the last time I played, I did everything I could to try and recruit Coil, because I had a feeling that you would be able to join, forces with Coil. So now as you jump to the middle of the map, and it's a pain in the ass. It took me a little bit of time, but then I finally boosted correctly. We got in there, so everything went really good, and we have to race to the bridge in one combo. Now, it says race, but it's just you. You just have to keep the combo going. Don't worry about it. Bada bing, bada boom, you're done. Now, Once you're done, you have one last challenge for Coil, and that is going to race and doing the whole graffiti, tagging up the building. And it's a pretty long race. It's actually a really long race. It's a lot of fun too. So if I could recommend it, I would say go ahead and try to get Coil into your party for that race alone. Now, pretty much past that, we try to talk to the Flesh Prince of Bel Air, and he tells us we're all city king, but we're all city loser too, because we can't get down like he does. So now finally, we dance like him, and he hangs out with us and joins the crew. It's that simple, really. And then from then on, we had some collectibles that were easy to miss because they were either in dumpsters or I gave up looking for them, like the vending machines and that 1.5 pipe. It was literally a pain. But really, not too much more, so we got everything that we needed to get done. This last one here was a lot of fun. I've done this line 1,001 times, so I don't know how I didn't catch it before, but that's okay. We got it now. And with that, that's the last of the collectible hunt, and honestly, it's 100%ing the game entirely. Now, it was a lot of fun. I love this game, as you guys know. I was ranting and raving about how much I love this game, so you already know. So with that, everybody, I want to thank you all for watching, and I very, very, very much appreciate you all. And 1K gang, let's go. In the next video, I got a couple things planned. Hopefully I'm not sick for a long time. I sound like a complete ass. So hopefully, thank you all once again. We'll see you next time.